So this is a project and a half. Why are we in this position with this Scirocco mostly stripped? Well, here's how we got to this point.
Definite problem with my car.
With that amount of smoke pouring from your car, most people would actually stop driving, but not this guy. He just carries on regardless.
Here's the plan. I don't know about cars. This is what I do know. That bit's broke, and when I sit there, it doesn't go anywhere. The boys have asked me what I want to happen to this car. Because I don't know anything, I give them a couple of things. One, I want it to work again. Two, I want it to be ridiculously fast. And three, I want it to be stupidly loud. So that's their problem now.
So because he foobered it, we took the opportunity to make it better. We've got a list of stuff here that we've planned out. We're going to change the turbo, refurb the injectors, head off and change the head gasket, skim the head, rebuild the engine and put it all back in. And get rid of some extra shit in the engine bay that we don't need. So the first thing we've got to do is go and order some parts.
Now what we want to do is make sure we get super special trade rates on the parts. We're going to see our friends at A to Z next door because these are going to be great for ordering things like timing belt kit, head gasket and bolts, general gaskets, yeah, all those kinds of things.
And I'm tight, so I want it cheap.
Big time. Nothing like being a tightwad.
Cheapy.
1000%. That should come up with a 2-litre TDI Scirocco 170. Right, we're going to need a bit of a list. So we need a price on timing belt kit, head gasket and head bolts. If you can get it, an oil pickup pipe for it as well. And just double check whether the sump gasket's sealer or whether it's an actual gasket. So yeah, oil filter, fuel filter. We're going performance on the air filter, so don't need to worry about that.
Decent oil or...
Yeah, let's go decent quality. And ideally, mate, if you could do a super special discount,
yeah, we'll see what we can sort.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Is it ordering with a paint pen, that Scirocco?
Essentially, yeah, we did it with paint markers and then lacquered it over. So, because obviously he's a tattoo artist, so he wanted something tattooy and outrageous for the studio.
It wasn't that bad. All the time was in the prep work of it.
As always, yeah.
Probably an afternoon to do the actual drawing.
Cool, yeah, a few hours, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad.
But now that I blew the engine up in it, now it's time to make that a little bit loud because the outside's pretty obnoxious. So
yeah.
It needs to match.
Just as obnoxious.
Yeah, sound decent.
And I live in a village full of old people, so some of them off with loud noises might get a cheap deal on another house.
Too right. Free one up for me if you can.
Yeah.
This is why I keep bringing my Harley to the village. Yeah. One of them will disappear if I keep going through the village.
Doreen in the local Barton paper because she had a sudden heart attack. Oh, Rob drove his car.
There was a sound like thunder.
Could this be like a future admission?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is admissible in court, and we don't know when this was.
Can you imagine now if my next door neighbour does kick it?
Always be firmly on you, mate. We know what you've done.
You're on YouTube saying you want to bump them all.
Okay, not bad actually.
That's not as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So yeah, so you've obviously got your three head gaskets on there. So depending on what...
So we'll only need one of them anyway.
You need one to... Yeah, so it's like an extra 40 odd quid or whatever.
Brilliant. So actually that could come down way closer to 300 anyway. Yeah. So worst case, we know sort of where we are. And we can order the bits we know we definitely need without any messing about anyway. Yeah. So that is fantastic. Yeah, not bad at all. Alex has looked after us there. Everything I've circled there, mate. Let's get them on order. Let's get them done and paid for.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, where's your... Oh,
it's a double ender.
Oh, Jesus. You are a fancy boy. I didn't even realise Sharpie made them. Time for the painful part.
That isn't anywhere near as bad as I expected.
No, it's not, to be fair. Like I say, places like A to Z and stuff, they normally use such good prices on these parts, the aftermarket stuff. And all of this is decent quality as well, so decent quality oil. Lovely. There we are, sir.
Awesome.
Up to now then, we are just on the last bits of wiring before this engine comes out. So the only thing holding it in now is the engine mount bolts, the hydraulic clutch line and some wiring essentially, and that's it. The wiring though is a bit of a pig in these because the harness runs all the way around, tangles around loads of stuff at the front of the engine like the oil cooler, all the EGR valve and everything. So I've stripped all that and we're just tugging at this wiring now, trying to take some hoses off and get it fished out the engine so we can get it out the way. Once that's done though, we are ready for lifting. Cooey, I'm under here. Right, because we're having to try and undo the world's most awkward wiring clip or wiring plug. It is buried behind the oil cooler and there is just zero access into it. Like having to remove the oil cooler to get to this is kind of ridiculous. But if there's one thing we always do, it's manage it. So I think we're going to get it. I'm just trying to come up with a creative way to actually unplug it now. So I'm going to carry on with that, and then the next shot you'll see will be all of us dancing around and jumping for joy. We've decided to come inside because it's about to lash down out there. And actually what Rob was just saying there is he's so tempted to snip the wires because I don't know if we can actually see. If you can get the camera in on there, I'll point it with this screwdriver. The plug that we're after is just up there behind the oil cooler. You might be able to see it.
I don't think I will.
It's ridiculous. It's
right
buried in there.
You can see how far in it is. Like.
Yeah, so the access is non-existent unless you take the oil cooler and the oil filter housing off, which we don't need to. Look, we could always, like you said, Rob, snip the wires. We could resolder them back together after. It's not the ideal way to do things, but on your own car, you know, it's absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. But now what it's given us is more access again from when we had it up on the ramp before to make sure and double check that everything's off that we need to be off. We're clear of any obstructions to fetch it out. And then what we'll probably do is drop the engine out the bottom onto a pallet, lift the car away, and we should be golden. So just making it a little bit easier as well. Might be snippy time. He's already got the snips in hand, not ready to go.
Snippy.
So he wants this engine out, as do we all, so we can start cracking on with some other bits. So we'll see how that goes in just a moment. I'm going to try and just make sure everything from the back is disconnected where it needs to be disconnected, and then we should be golden. Oh yeah, his t-shirt is a bit done, isn't it?
Yeah, his t-shirt's ruined.
Oh, he was a bit clean for a mechanical job this morning though, so he looks about right now.
I feel like a real boy.
I'm a real boy!
He did lie on the floor though.
You wait till you see the back of your t-shirt on this video.
That's snipped.
Oh, okay, well, do you know
Hey,
what?
sorted.
In that case then,
We've put an hour in to try and getting that plug out.
it's an hour wasted in it, so we might as well.
5 seconds to cut it.
In that case, dog bone mount off, clutch hydraulic out, literally a couple of little bits at the top and engine mounts, and we are out.
engine.
That's it. Yeah, we'll get it on the crane, drop it down. We'll probably bring the crane in a moment. So yeah, just get that all off over to one side.
Look at the
completely
massive
out of way.
bloody wires.
It's ridiculous.
It's amazing what's in a modern car as far as wiring goes, isn't it? Like literally amazing.
When I first learned to drive, there was fucking none of this in cars.
Oh yeah, it was just everything was basic and simple and easy and super easy to work on as well,
I feel
which
like
was
crap ain't needed.
no.
My
that
first
is
ever
true.
car, it was a Fiat Cinquecento, and it overheated one day when I should have been in college. And my dad had to come out to help me fix it, and one of these pipes that had just burst through. And the way that we fixed it was chopping it in half, sticking a biro in the middle of it, jamming it back in, got me all the way home.
They were the proper methods, Rob.
Like that though, you know, like old school style though.
Yeah.
You don't replace shit, you fix it.
Exactly. You couldn't
You
even.
mend shit.
Do you want the other
There we go. Nah, I've got it.
My cars only ever cost me a pen.
What a proper car story though that is. It's great, isn't it? That's an interesting way of raising yourself up, Luce. Just jacking up, you know, in the middle of the day. You only need the 3 if it's going down, because those 2 shouldn't drop through.
Where are they going?
They should only go into the actual mount block itself. Right, I'm going to leave it there, suspended on the bolts a little bit. So, Dan, they should all be 18s. Let's take a little bit more weight on the crane now, Rob. Just so we got just a little bit more suspended. But that's it, that should be plenty.
It's still just tight down there. I don't know if it's lifting it.
Yeah, it was lifting it, yeah. If you leave it there. Nearly took you for a ride, that gun then, didn't it?
A bit
Drop,
more
yeah.
weight on this.
Yeah, good.
Gonna
Touch
drop a little
more,
bit.
touch more, because it's going to drop a bit. If once we see it start, oh, you know what? Go on, Dan. Yeah, that's it.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
That's
We are
pulled it out.
floating on one end.
Right, so what we've got to do now is just, I'll finish this side off. Engine is loosey goosey.
Loosey goosey, yeah.
Yeah, just loosey goosey or not?
I don't know, it's been a long day.
It is. Yeah, can't you tell it's 4:15?
Yeah.
Right, enough of the nonsense. What we should probably do now is if we lift the car bit by bit so you can slide the pallet directly under the wheels, this side, we're good. What's happening is as well, it's grabbing the DPF and just sort of bumping against it and fouling.
So this side was not a lot of clearance.
We've obviously got a lot more room at the back now, but as you can see, that's wedged. So, just take me a little bit more pressure off it, Rob. Why won't you move? Oh, that's good, Dan, hang on. I know what you're thinking.
Why won't you die?
Yeah. Austin Powers in the house. Yeah, so if we just grab the strap and pull it forwards. Right, that is now, if I can lift that over. There you go, relax that. Right, that's underneath that decel, that dropped then. Yeah, so that was just resting, and obviously all the subframe was taking the pressure
A
off.
bit of pressure off and let's see if we drop.
So yeah, let's do it bit by bit then. Yeah, I know we're almost clear on that though, aren't we? Yeah, I know all the...
That's out, that's out. Yeah.
Amazing.
You're out.
Okay, so what we have to do now is get the
strap
crane
off.
out of the way. Can you... Oh, hang on, if I hold that open.
Let's get the crane out of the way and then we can address.
Okay, just let me know if anything's amiss.
Just slow again. Go again.
That looks sound.
Go again.
Yeah, you're clear.
Go again. Again.
What's that hose at the back there? Oh, it's in your hand, that's fine.
That's what I was checking for, was that. Right, I think we're fully done.
Okay, I'll just head up, just shout if there's a problem.
Yeah, go. Stop there just so I can check. Yeah, you're free. Done.
Okay, let's go. Right, there we go. So, engine out. Fantastic. That means,
I have never done that before.
well, you've had a lot of fun there, and now you can become your own engine, just sitting there like... Anyway, so you guys just start pulling back, I'll steady it. I mean, I won't hit my head, because obviously I'm not tall enough. Yes. Now that's properly out. Get in. Now, time to start tearing into it. Let's get it. Our most pressing issue is to get this turbo off ASAP, because we've bought a new one on an exchange basis that's built for more power. But obviously this needs to go quickly so we can get the new one on its way, so we can get it all set up nicely on this engine. So turbo off is the first priority, really. You watch these not be 17s now. Oh, they are. It's almost like I knew, isn't it?
You done this before?
Well, once or twice. I might have done it in my dreams once, I think. Right, you hold, I'll pull. There we go, that's coming.
I am looking forward to stripping this engine tomorrow.
You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, I like that bit.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
I like getting the spanners out and stripping the engine down.
It's so good.
I'm going to come to work in a good mood tomorrow.
Yes.
No, I've got something good planned.
Big time. Big time.
Unless I wake up with a cracking headache again, then I'll come to work in a terrible mood.
Oh no.
We'll see.
It cannot be.
I'll say in the morning to the video, it's going to be in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, when we come back to work in 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
I may have it all for the rest of it this week. I'm back to work Monday.
He's managed to blag a week off, Rob, so we have the pleasure of his company all week. That is the engine out and ready to roll. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a massive like on this video, and also join us in part 2, where we're going to start ripping parts off, upgrading this, making it louder, angrier, more shouty, faster, and just generally better. We'll see you in part 2.